Hola, it's Judge Justice. I want to come on here and talk about a few things. Y'all know that TikTok has been bought by the US. When I first made my TikTok account, I had blew up pretty quickly. I made it in I think like in maybe my freshman year or the end of middle school, but I had hit 8 million followers pretty quickly, and then I made a video responding to someone else's status, and then they had banned my page. So I waited a long time before I made other accounts, and then I noticed that TikTok is just a social media platform to have fun with, basically. But you have like some people who are messy, like the people from Facebook. They need to go back over there. Like they come over here trying to sell their products from, like trying to gamble, trying to be messy. Like you wake up, you scrolling down your news feed, you see some people talking about this celebrity and talking about this. You got messy tea pages. Like TikTok was not meant for that. It was for fun, for dancing, for the kids. Come up here, get a joke, get a laugh. And people are doing too much with it, too serious, taking the fun out of it. Like they need to go back over there. That's why I have just shifted. And TikTok is also not a platform to try to like constantly only be set off of just that. Like they don't really, pay too much. I had one woman who basically was responding to my video that I talked about being in Uncle Sam's camp, and she basically was stating that I made the video to get paid. Whole time TikTok didn't pay me not one red cent from that video. And TikTok only had been paying me from my lives, and I collected $28. So thanks for the $28. Like that's really some money, I can do something with that. But it's just like just goes to show how people will just say whatever when they don't like you. And that kind of brings me to my point today. Just want to talk about like the anti-bullying. Like it's so not okay, it's not cute. People need to break out of that. I'm not sure why people like to try to normalize bullying at their early age. Like it's just a pathetic broke person sport. I feel like it's really like it's insane, it's crazy. And I'm going to just let you all know, like if you have been bullied before, like you should definitely watch this video to the end. I'm going to give you some tips on how to like transmute negative talk about you. Also for my spiritual girlies, this definitely is one you're going to want to grab your popcorn for. But it's just like a way to dismiss negative talk. I saw a video of a girl stating that no matter what you go viral for, you're always gonna have somebody, trying to talk about you in a negative way. Some people like to try to take the back road. Some people will try to defame your character out loud, and like it's just ridiculous. I am actually suing everyone who was trying to defame my character, purposely creating smear campaigns. Baby, that's illegal. Stalking, cyberbullying, like that's committing a crime. Like, boo, you're going to prison and you're going to have to pay me compensation. And we are requesting that they get their social media taken down, because you should not have their social media page to bully and harass others. For an example, when I made my video, I had a few people who were National Guard and Reserve who only worked 2 days out of the month, so they work 24 days. So basically 2 weeks. Sometimes they may go a third week, but most of the time they're working just 2 weeks. It may go over to the third week, which is why I say they work 24 days out of the year. But those are the same people that fall out in basic training. They can't keep up when it's time to run. You have to go back and circle back and get smoke for them because they're falling out. They're out of breath, like lagging. When everybody else done finished, we still waiting on them to cross. Like those are the people who only join to try to have something on their belt. People who are lazy, who don't do anything. They don't even make them do PT tests. They're still out of shape. If you all were to like have to go to war, basically you're on your own, especially because those people behind the scenes were treating trainees and soldiers so bad that we didn't want to go and fight front line for nobody else. Like we weren't going to put ourselves on the line for somebody who's cheating us behind the scenes and mistreating us. But like just people who will be upset at you. A lot of times people will try to dim your light because they can't do what you have done. For another example, when we went to AIT, due to COVID, not everyone was able to go home. Usually at the AIT, sometimes they will allow certain people to go home for 2 weeks. So you're supposed to go home for 2 weeks. We did not get to go home because we was active duty. And National Guard and Reserve was like bragging, you know, happy they get to go home. But it's like, baby, you was going home anyways. That's literally what y'all do. Y'all come to training and then they send y'all right back home. Like, they don't really go nowhere for real. They don't have really any experiences to really know what goes on. So like, it just goes to show people who don't even know you, don't know what you own, can't compete with you on no day, who try to be in the same lane as you, but they are scumbags. They will be the same ones who would try to come after you. But when you see how pathetic and how behind these people are, this is just your motivation to like ignore them. Because like National Guard and Reserve was like picking because they got to go home, and then when they get home they trying to act like they in their suit. Baby, no, you're not. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Y'all just don't do nothing. They get called when it's time to go front line. And anyone who had anything negative to say about my video, I think they should be the ones to go front line right about now. Next is like these people here. And I need for active duty to stand up. Like, active duty, stand up, whether you in or whether you like are not. And another thing about National Guard and Reserve is they have to sign longer contracts. So they cannot sign a short-term contract like active duty can, because they have to do double their term. So if they sign for 3 years, they got to do 6 years. If they sign for 6 years, they have to do 12 years. And they have longer contracts, so they can't sign short-term contracts. I'm not sure if they can go under 3 years because they have to put in the time. They're not letting you come in and do 1 year and just go on about your life. No, those people have to do 6+ years to try to get something up on their belt. I also had someone, and I'm going to show y'all the video just so you can see how important it is to ignore people who talk about you, because once you see who's doing the talking, you're not even going to want to respond. Like, once you see exactly the mouth that is coming out of, you're gonna be like, I can't believe you even tried to come up with any type of beef. And see, that's their goal. They want it to look like they're beefing with you. I had this one girl who was picking with me. Like, she came to where I was, to my table, was picking, getting her friends to pick. I ignored them. And then she called my name and I was like, what do you want? And then she was like, I want to fight. So I go to get in her face. When I get in her face, she tells me that she needs time to take off her jacket. So you done did all this provoking. You done did all this talking ish. And then I get in your face and you don't want to swing. Because she never wanted to fight. Her goal was to pick. Her goal was to bully and antagonize me, to get my energy to respond to her. And her goal was to be seen in my light, to look like that we were beefing. Whole time, we could never beef. You ain't even bad, girl. Like, I would never beef with you. You're not even wise enough to beef with me. You're like, you don't even understand my like, girl, you can't even comprehend what I be talking about, literally. And it's just gonna give you that confidence boost that you need to realize that the people who talk about you and who bully you are beneath you, and they always will be, especially if they are going off of materialistic things. Because a lot of school bullies try to go off of materialistic things, and it's like, honey bun, what your mama have to go lay on her back for to get for you, it's like, it's not affecting me whatsoever. It don't stop my sleep, and it also is a mess when people got to come to you and let you know they don't like you. See, that's the difference between a bully and someone who is just giving their own opinion. Someone who's just giving their own opinion, they won't go to the depths to make it known that they don't like you. They won't go to the depths to make it to where they want people to turn against you. The people that I'm about to show you were literally people who were trying to get other people to leave out of my life. Like, those are people who purposely tried to tarnish your character, defaming it, trying to bully you and want you to see it, want to provoke you, want you to respond. And then when you don't, they literally want to try to apply some makeup scenario because you didn't give them anything to work with. But for another way that you need to keep in mind is you need to remind yourself that when people are coming towards you, another way that you can prevent yourself from always wanting to react is to remind yourself that the problem is not always with you. People be having problems within themselves. They are insecure. They have gotten bullied. They are nothing in life. They're not where they want to be. They are holding up an image. They are lying. They are doing things for clout. They are clout chasing. They are wanting money, like they're money hungry. They snake people out. They are liars. They are energy thieves. They are energy vampires. And it's a way to remind yourself that when you know who a person is, don't take on their problem, because that's exactly what they want you to do. And it's like, I'm gonna let that be you, and I'm going to remove myself. You know, the people who are like fake pretty, the people who think they're pretty but they gotta try to talk about other people. I'm beautiful. I don't have to go bash nobody. I don't have to go down you. I don't have to talk about materialistic thing that you have. I don't have to compete with you. I don't have to compare with you. I'm beautiful inside and out. I wake up kind. I help people without looking for something in return. I'm genuine. I'm talented. I'm wise. I apply my wisdom. You know, like, that's called having a beautiful soul. That's what's actually beautiful. These bitches be cute, which is what you call a dog. But, you know, excuse my French because I am in suit right now. So, but next thing that I want to get into is the backstage hater. You will have people who will clap for you just so they are not broadcasted as the hater by themselves. So for example, on my viral video, they didn't put the hate there. They went and on my other page and was watching other things to try to talk about, to put the hate on. Like, how did we get here? How did it get from me telling my story to me enlightening people and saving them from a risk? How did it get to you bashing me? Like, you don't have to take the back road to try to come up with the hate. Those are people who have stalked you for years, who are obsessed over you, who did everything in their might to not let you be seen, literally was preying on your downfall, trying to keep you in a closet. And then when you come out, so they don't get exposed for looking like a bully, which I'm exposing you anyway because I am showing their face. The thing about it is that once they hit that point to where they don't like want to get exposed, they gotta try to come out with something to try to make it seem like you did something to them. That's when the provoking start. That's when they gotta try to force you to respond because they don't have anything to work with and they're going to get exposed, which is what is being done right now. So when you ignore them, eventually everyone is gonna see. And when I tell you that the people in their comments was eating them up, saying that she didn't lie, you just wanted clout, you were trying to get paid off of her, you said the same thing she said, just in different words. Like, and it's actually sad that you took this route. It's a pathetic route that you had to take. So be mindful that you will have backstage haters, people who gotta try to take the long way and the back way. Like, you watch everything on my page and then was taking bits and pieces from this page and this post, putting it with stuff that's at the top of my page and trying to act like it was about something else, like just manipulative, and got called out about it and they looked a mess, and then was trying to go back and clear it up because, you know, TikTok shows the dates when somebody comments something. So they were literally trying to go back and edit what they had said, and TikTok was showing it, and it showed when they was going back and trying to correct what they said too. And it's like, before you try to correct somebody, have all your ducks in a row. But be mindful of the people who only gonna clap because everybody else clapping. You have to watch out for those, because once somebody sees that somebody is hating you, then you got all these people like, oh yeah, because I felt that way too. Like, but you needed somebody to be on your team. That's a loser, a pathetic, weak person, because they can't stand alone. And these same people were literally coming to my page, trying to take my people to her page, literally asking my people, why are you believing this? Thing about it is that your light will intimidate so many people, y'all. It will intimidate a lot of people. And that brings me to my next thing that I want to talk about when it comes down to anti-bullying. When you are living in your truth, it will expose others. It will expose their character. It will make them look a mess. It will expose how they're really living, and that's what they don't like. My next tip is that when you are in the spotlight, these people will be so irritated in the shadows, like in the shadows, pissed off, in the shadows, pissed off. And it's actually really, really ridiculous because you will have people who you think are genuinely happy for you because you will be happy for them. And sometimes people who you don't even know. How you don't know me and you're watching my page, bubbling your blood, continuing to watch my posts and getting pissed off. I had one person who commented like, can you please stop making videos? It's making me mad. One, why are you still watching me? Two, you can simply scroll. Three, you have the option to block me. Four, I'm not going to stop anything for you. Five, I don't know who you are, never will be. You are a nobody to me. I don't know who you are. You are on my page. Why would I stop my show to make you comfortable? Imagine a hater basically saying, I don't like you. Can you change for me? No, I cannot. You don't like me. Why would I change for you to like me? You're nobody to be liked by. And I'm not living for you. And if you don't like me, again, there's the block button. But you ain't got to press the block button. I will do it for you. Since you don't like me, let me, calm your blood pressure and remove you. Simple as that. And I definitely don't want to be friends or want nobody watching me who's a monitoring spirit that lives off Google. When Google is literally regular people like me and you putting answers on the internet. Will go to the depths of making fake pages to monitor you, to watch you, to stalk you because they're literally obsessed with you. And then I had one girl with no baby dad who be sniffing coke up her nose, a Jezebel, a pathetic one at that, who literally was trying to send the evil eye my way. And the thing about it is that these people are clout chasers, and she did not take no accountability. Once she got called out for being wrong, when everybody in her comments told her that she was wrong, she literally said, I don't care. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not taking accountability. Like, she blatantly said it just like that and typed it. And it's like, that's sad that your child would have to grow up with a mom who don't take accountability and don't apologize, which means that she's going to abuse that baby. And whatever she says is whatever that goes. She's the type to let a man molest her child and then say that her child is grown and fast and her child wanted her man. She's going to be that type of parent. You have to watch out for those. But may that baby be put with CPS so somebody else can love that child. She don't need no person like that as a mom. I grew up with one of those, and it's definitely like not healthy. And the thing about people who be trying to talk about you, they be hideous, like inside and out. When I tell you, like, don't even be having their ducks in a row. They will report your page, report your backup pages, will go for fake pages, make other emails and phone numbers to report your page, report your live, like purposely trying to target and tear you down. That's how you know you have a demonic enemy, a jealous op, someone who is very intentional, and a bully on your hands, because it will go to the depths to where they have to personally try to get you taken down. If somebody does something on the internet that you don't know, you're never going to meet this person, never going to see, they don't make you eat, sleep, or shit, and you get that mad to where you have to personally try to target them, you are a bully. You are demonic. You are jealous. You are a monitoring spirit. It was personal for you. You went to the depths of it. That's how you will know the type of person that you have on your hands, because this person don't know you from a mile away, could never know nothing about you. Even when they find out the information that they got from stalking you, the little piss that they found, still don't know who you are, and they still will be in this energy of trying to manipulate and bully themselves into your life. Like, the people who sign up to be a background character in your movie and then get upset because they're not the star. You literally signed up to play the background. Bitches play the back because they know I'm the front man. Like, that's just what it is. And you also have to be mindful of people who try to destiny swap with you. A way of destiny swapping is being in a beefing energy with people. They will constantly try to be seen in your light. Celebrities do it a lot. And also, these people are energy vampires. These people are demonic. These people are adults. These people are overly grown. Like, I'm going to show you, all these people are literally older than me. Like, I did so much at my young age that also intimidates a lot of people. Imagine being in your overgrown ass 20s and 30s and you're literally trying to come for a 16-year-old. Like, childish, petty, overgrown, overweight, a mess, pathetic, a bully, just like not needed. It's actually like pretty sad. And these are the same people that will try to defame your character. These are people who literally take the cheap route. They will create smear campaigns. They got to try to go behind your back to try to have certain things said about you. Like, just a mess. But let's get into the faces. So this here is one person that tried to talk about me. Do you see how she look? Hideous. Dark in the inside and dark on the outside as well. Look at the teeth. Piano keys for teeth and talking shit. You notice that the people who talk the most shit have an ugly mouth, and people who use their mouth to uplift people, like their mouth is beautiful. Like, I use my mouth to uplift people, to tell the truth. That's why my lips are beautiful. That's why my teeth pearled. And when you don't do that, when you use that mouth to talk down on people, to be negative, you get piano keys for teeth. That's what they come out looking like. Just make sure that you remind yourself to use your mouth to speak good on people. I had a adopted auntie who used to take bribes and money to try to poison me through my food, and right now her front teeth is missing. She can't even smile. You know how you tried to attack my throat chakra when I was a kid? Now that I'm an adult, your whole mouth is fucked up. Karma for you. But like, also, I can't be so my and my DMs are off. Mind you, how I told you how the bully would try to provoke themselves into your life. They will try to force themselves into your life. They will, say, hey, like, let me in. Like, you're gonna be seen by me. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? How dare you? Like, people will try to make you feel bad for not wanting to be their friend. Like, that's exactly the reason why I didn't want to be your friend. Like, I literally had a girl who I literally told her, like, I don't think you're my friend because you're hanging out with the ops. And 2 days later, we fought. Like, you proved my exact point. You were never my friend. And, like, thank you, bitch, for going to a point of no return. Now you're cut off. For good. And I'm always a genuine, kind person, so it's never my loss. I'm always knowing that when a person has to exit my life, I know they miss me. And if they don't miss me, I know they feel that karma hitting them for how they did me. But let me show you. So in her caption, she has me at. When you try to add my name, it's going to tell you that you can't add my name, but you can still type my name in. She wanted to be forcefully seen. Now, let me tell you how I seen this. I have more than one social media page. When someone is stalking you, they will show up on your For You page. That's how she came across my For You page, because she had been stalking all of my pages. So she not only bashed me to the world, that wasn't enough. That's why I'm telling you about energy vampires. Bashing your name isn't enough. They want you to be affected. That's what the devil comes to do, to steal your peace. The devil comes to steal your joy. The devil comes to tarnish your image. The devil comes to defame your character. The devil comes out of shape and broken and will try to project that same thing on to you. The devil come with piano keys and still will talk shit with their teeth. That's what the devil does. And then she got caught up in a lie, talking about the fact that she had a husband who fought in Iran. Nobody ain't fought in Iran, but her and her husband may do need to go frontline now. But the thing about it is that, remember how I told y'all, you will have people who are offended because your truth targets their personal life. I did a story time talking about how the husbands always cheat on their wives in the military. So when she watched my other videos, it was more than one thing that triggered her. Because to her, back home, she's looking like she got a husband. They both work 24 days a year. They got it going on. If y'all was getting all these benefits, why you or your husband did not get you a dental plan? Because that is exactly what you all should have been working on, a dental plan. You and your husband went in, so you got benefits 2 times and still no dental plan, but you can fix that mouth to talk trash. And imagine she's trying to be a waist trainer and she's tucking her stomach in her pants. How are you going to try to teach somebody to get in shape and you're not even in shape? What a hypocrite. But that goes to remind you, like I said, do not argue back with people who are energy vampires, who are bullies, who already are set off on purposely misunderstanding you to begin with. You will have people who will get upset because you don't respond to them. You already don't like me. You already made it known, which means that anything I give you, you're going to try to flip it, use it, manipulate it for your best interest. It's kind of like if 50 people are outside your house wanting to jump you. If you don't go outside, you're not stupid. Now, the 50 people on the outside are going to call you stupid and weak because they want you to get sucked in to coming outside so they can do the one to cause you harm. But if you stay inside, you don't get caused harm. And they look like what? Pathetic bullies. Also, another thing I told y'all is that when they are wrong, they will try to go back and edit instead of just simply taking a post down or just taking up accountability. When you go to her post, she's going to have in her caption, edit, I misspoke about this, da, da, da. No, If you're going to try to come and call somebody else out for lying, you need to have all your ducks in a row. You misspoke because the same thing that you was trying to predict on me, you was trying to say that I was a liar, you was trying to say that I was this, and it actually came out of your mouth. You showed that that was you the whole time. Copycat, monitoring spirits, people who try to be like you, try to rock your hairstyle, try to get jewelry like you, and couldn't look like you, even if they tried. Again, like I said, a overgrown ass bullies. This bitch is old enough to be my grandma age. I'm in my prime. Why are you trying to bully a child? Like, it's sick, it's ridiculous, and like I said, it's a mess. Once you see the people who are talking about you, it's no need to respond. Like, and people will be so quick. You know how like the people that will laugh with the people who used to pick on you in school just so they don't get picked on? That's kind of like this type of person. And when you create a smear campaign and purposely set out to have another person get targeted to try to defame their character, that's committing a crime. So she will have to see me in court. So when she receives that season of desist at her motherfucking door, she'll know to not only go get her teeth fixed, but to zip her motherfucking lips. And that's with the judge costume on. And like I said, people who will try to pick on you, baby, they can't even pick on you the right way. When she was laughing, trying to talk about me being spiritual, because again, people who are not spiritually awakened, they're dumb. They're in the matrix. So they would try to crack a joke, whole time they're lost. They're blind. She can't even laugh with her damn mouth open. She gotta grin and giggle with her mouth closed. Imagine trying to pick on somebody and you can't even show your 32. This is what it looks like when you're wise, when you're kind, when you speak with respect, when you don't bully and harass people. This here, remedial, slow. Then she had the audacity to tell in the comments that I was a private for 6 years. So I did make a video, and I told y'all recently that I also made a social media page a while back and it got taken down. Besides that, active duty is not a job where you can always have your phone out. Besides that, it's the military. You're not in here record. Do you see the FBI and the CIA recording what goes on in their damn office? No, you don't. That's not what you do. Not only that, I was on the way to do CQ, which everybody has to do. Like, once, you may get it once or twice a year. Like, it's very rare. But I was on the way to do that. So I made some TikTok videos in the car, in the parking lot, and I made some TikTok videos at the desk. None of the TikTok videos were more than 30 seconds long. So this ugly frog did not even see more than 5 minutes of my life and thought that she knew the whole 6 years. Dumb, pathetic, remedial, slow, hideous inside and out, a pathetic bully. These are the type of people that you take to court. These are the type of people that you sue them. These are the type of people that you let know, hey, the bullying does not fly over here. These are the type of people like this that you have to expose their dark side, and their job is no longer needed. Imagine being overly grown and trying to pick, because like I said, it went from me telling my truth to you talking about everything else. When you get shine, when you're rising, they don't like that. That's the whole reason why she was mad, because it exposes her lifestyle, and she didn't like the fact that somebody is beautiful, in shape, nice teeth. You will notice that the people who talk about you, their disadvantages are your advantages. That will expose why they're really mad. That's why I'm telling you. It will give you so much motivation to like not respond. I'm just using this as a way to motivate y'all, because people literally off themselves for bullying. It's not all right. It's something that needs to be stopped and discontinued. Like I said, people will show you exactly how much of the star you really are, because when you go to their page and you see them talking about me, they get views. When they talk about themselves, they don't. It don't be no need to respond, because people will literally show you how special you are. If you think you are that girl, you think you are that guy, and you got bullies and you got haters, believe me, you are definitely that person. This is just your motivation that you need to keep going and give these haters your middle finger, because I'm telling you, they are nothing. They are no competition, and they get exposed. They get called out for it, and they still continue on with that same behavior. And one thing about me is that a lot of times I don't need to respond to things, because my spirit team slides for me. My spirit team don't play about me. If I call my Haitian grandma, Your ass is grass. Like, people don't be knowing exactly who they are dealing with. When God slide about you, like, I don't have to lift a finger. I've seen everyone who came for me get karma. When I'm talking about physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, legally, like, they asses get hit with it. It's never nothing positive that come out for the people that come across me. Like, I don't even be needing to do the work. But that there is just an example to show you that people who talk about you will literally be upset just because you're you. You walking in your truth. I never knew who this woman was. She been stalking me for years. I never knew who she was this whole entire time. Imagine me just telling my truth. I haven't spoken on them. I haven't talked about their mom. I haven't talked about their dad. Yet they still woke up disliking me. That goes to show that you can be doing absolutely nothing. You can be innocent. Same way that happened with Selena. When Yolanda Pop Selena. Selena was doing nothing but making hits, living in her truth, being beautiful, uplifting the world, had people liking her, and what you have? A jealous backstage hater who can't take it. I did nothing to these people. I don't know these people. Never will know these people. Don't care to know these people. Can't tell you nothing about their life. Yet they was trying to take bits and scraps and pieces of my story. And the whole time they be loud and wrong. Be out here trying to tell your story more than you. To try to flip you to be a character that they want people to see you as. That's literally illegal. When they try to flip the narrative to make people see you in a certain way. You can disagree. I had numerous of people who said that wasn't my experience. Okay, cool. There's nothing that I can do about that. But people who purposely target you, try to tarnish your name and try to get people to look at you in a different way, those are bullies. Those are past life karmics. Those are people who purposely do what they're doing. Like, just overly grown. Like, at your big age, find somebody your own size, because I'm sure it's nobody your own size and age that you're willing to get out in the field with. She the type of person that if she would have been a drill sergeant, she would have bullied you. She would have been one of those. She would have been the mean ones, the one who just was roguish with no attitude, the ones who was falling out when they was in drill sergeant school. So if you come in and you acing every test, they don't like you. They want to pick on you. They're intimidated. They're jealous. They're spiteful. They're demonic. They're low vibrational. They're hideous inside and out. Like, it will serve you no purpose to give these energy vampires, low vibrational people who are going to always be beneath you at all times. Like, I'm telling you, continue to keep going. This is definitely your confirmation. And you will have people who will literally bash you and then go on their page and try to post their business or do what they do because they're trying to open doors for themselves that was meant to be open for you. Those are energy vampires. People, like I said, the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's exactly what they come and try to do. When you literally see how much clout they get from talking about you, you literally just prove to me that I'm the star. I been knew that though. Like, I didn't need you to let me know that I had power. I already knew that. Those people are energy vampires. And those are the people who wish that they were you. Because if they was in your shoes, they would have did something differently with it. Those people think that I wanted clout because they want clout. They wish that they could be known. Like, they want the attention. They don't care if it's good or bad. That's why they were saying they wasn't going to take accountability. Because long as it's somebody feeding them attention, they don't care if they're getting bashed or not. They just want to be fed some type of clout to look like they're somebody. And it's very miserable at your age to want to look like you're beefing with somebody. I don't have beef. Never will. I had one girl who was literally trying to tell people that I have beef with her. Like, girl, I don't know who you are. I will never beef with you. You're beneath me, literally. And it's just really, really sad because, like I said, those are clout chasers. Literally clout chasers. Let's move on to number 2, who's also getting sued. So it's this frog right here who has ashy lips and only does lashes and wear wigs for a living. And let me tell you this, when I first saw, because again, like I told you, she popped up on my spiritual page because she had been stalking and harassing me and trying to bully me and trying to make herself be known. So when I first blew up, they was continuously stalking. So when I told y'all about those backstage haters, they got a clap to not, look like the hater or the bully in front of everybody. So what she did, she waited until she could find some other videos to try to go and talk about, then went on her page and talked about the viral video to make it seem like that's the one that she was talking about. But in reality, she had took other stories from other pages, other posts, and was trying to put it all into one, and she got exposed for it. She got called out about it. And then when I did not respond because I didn't see it, I don't know who she is. When I did not respond, she was literally coming from backup pages stating, I talked about you. Didn't you see what I said about you? Respond to me. Why aren't you answering me? Literally a bully. Somebody who is provoking you, somebody who is trying to put themselves into your life, somebody who wants to be seen in your light, somebody who is pathetic, who is demonic. I want no part. Stay away from me. Ill, scared of you. Your Honor, arrest that bitch. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I know people who go to the depths of trying to stalk you, trying to find out where you live at, and then they throw rocks and hide their hands. When she first made her video about me, let me tell you one sign that I studied in psychology, how you can know when someone's guilty, because they'll throw up their hands like this. Anytime they be like, I didn't do that. She went and made a video and said, y'all, I got blocked by the so-and-so girl. Only thing I did was, you want to know how you can tell when somebody's a bully? Because the minute they get blocked or removed out of your life, they try to make you the problem. Ain't that something? The minute that you didn't even respond, you didn't say nothing back to them, you didn't call them out, you didn't mention their name, you didn't DM them, you didn't call the cops, you just simply removed them assets. Since they didn't like you anyway, let me make this easier for you not to watch me, then you became the problem. So they already trying to make you seem like the problem. They just got to find something that you did. Whether if you respond or whether you block them, they're going to try to say that's the problem right there. So that's why I'm telling you, ignore these people, because they are very much intentional. And then let me tell you another thing that also stood out in the video that I noticed. So I noticed there were people in her comments basically telling her that she was lying and was trying to get clout off of me. And she was responding to every last one of them. That's how you know you have a bully and someone who is very intentional, because they will go to the depths and work overtime of trying to get everyone to see you how they see you. That's what I told you about people trying to purposely defame your character. She was literally in my comments, y'all, talking to every single body, purposely trying to be seen, spamming me, blowing me up, trying to let me know that it was her. And when I clicked on her page, I didn't even scroll down. I saw one video that she was National Guard. I saw that she had one of her videos pinned was the most views that she's ever gotten. So she's a clout chaser. The same thing she said I wanted, she wants. The people who have their most viewed video pinned is people who want to be seen and look like that they got it going on social media. That's literally her. Not only that, she literally had in her search bar the girl who spiritually broke her foot. Like, she was picking in her search, trying to change my search. Because you know, if you go to somebody's video, you can search up something and it will put that search at the bottom. That's a bully trying to purposely tarnish my image. Y'all do not need to follow that person. Not only that, her social media is going to get taken down because the judge is definitely going to honor it. Not only that, that's sad that somebody will literally work overtime. That's not somebody who just don't like you. That's somebody that you should definitely stay away from. That is an enemy. That is somebody who is jealous, who is demonic, who is spiteful, an energy vampire. They are devilish. They are ugly inside and out. That is a bully. That is a flat out bully. Blowing me up. Like, literally trying to force us that you say you didn't like me. Why do I need to respond to you? Because they want that response to try to act like that was the initiative problem. I gave you no reason to dislike me. Because instead of bashing me, you could go on your page and show the advantages that you got. You're National Guard, so you don't have any advantages. But you didn't have to mention me at all. You could have went on your page and said, hey, I'm in the military and I got this, I got that. My name didn't even have to be mentioned. You could have just showed off how good you was living, showed off your benefits instead of bashing me. Why are you even trying to take up for the white people anyways? Those are bullies. And then she was literally sending in her friends, which I told y'all, smear campaigns are purposely done and it's illegal, which she's gonna face prison time. I swear to God on my soul, this bitch is going behind bars. So not only that, you have friends coming in my live once all her fake pages got blocked, coming to my live asking me why I blocked her. Don't ask me why I blocked nobody. Why would you want me to let somebody sit on my page who's bullying? Why would you want me to let somebody who's saying they don't like me sit on my page? Why else would you block somebody? Because they was disrespectful, because they was in the wrong. Like, I didn't even know who she was. Not only that, in my lives, my mods blocked people. So it wasn't necessarily just about me blocking her. Like, I didn't even know who all had been blocked. But when she came from fake backup pages, I'm talking about when I calculated total, she had over 16 pages. I said, yeah, I'm taking this to my attorney because that's sick. That's a bully. And that's ridiculous, and I don't deal with it. I definitely don't deal with slander because everybody has an opinion. And I had different people, like I said, stating that wasn't my opinion, that wasn't my experience, and they left it at that. They didn't bully me. They didn't try to harass me. They didn't try to go to the depths of slandering my name. This person right here did. Literally was trying to go change the searches. In her caption, she was even being petty. Her caption was like, y'all believe Prince's daughter? Like, again, the backstage bully. Remember I told y'all they gotta take the long way to really talk about why they're really mad. She's mad because her parents are nobody and didn't leave her shit. I got inherited a lot. However, I just was surrounded by thieves. But I got all my inheritance back. She has nothing. Her parents didn't leave her nothing. We don't even know her or her parents' name. So how did it go from you bashing me about the military to talking about my relatives? How did we get there? The backstage bully. I'm telling y'all, it will go from one thing that they will point out about you and they will talk about 50 billion other things that they've been wanting to say. You know, the people who can't wait to beef with you, like you can tell them, like, bitch, you couldn't wait, like, and it's never beef. Literally had her friends come in and say, you need to have a conversation with her. That's all that it took, a conversation. Like, why are you trying to bully me into giving her my energy? Why are you trying to bully me into talking with her to be seen in her light? Why are you trying to bully me to let a demonic hater sit on my page? Why are you trying to bully me to be somebody's friend? I don't want to be a friend. I don't want to be a friend. And you're showing me exactly why I don't want to be a friend. You're somebody I don't even know and went to the internet to bash me like a dog. That's the type of person who will befriend you and then tell all your business when y'all fall out. Like, I don't want no type of dealings with that type of person in my life. I just do not, and I don't have to tolerate it, and I'm not. And then remember how I told y'all about how instead of them just admitting that they're wrong, they would try to go back and edit and flip it. So another thing that she's talked about is saying about sniper school, talking about this. Again, I told y'all that your bullies are dumb, they are remedial, and they cannot comprehend. So in my sniper school video, not only does my caption state that I did not go to sniper school, my first sentence was story time of how I did not go to sniper school because of so-and-so, so-and-so. She literally went flipping, saying all other type of narratives, and when the people came to my page, they literally was like, I came here from a girl who was talking shit about you and everything that she said in her video is a lie. You didn't say nothing like that. I'm literally looking at the truth. And what did she do? Because the dates are different in her comments. Somebody commented, so she went to sniper school. She said yes. And then 2 days later, she went back and said, well, she didn't say that. She said she didn't go because of this and this. But you literally made a video bashing me, saying that I said that I went. So remember how I told y'all, even when they get proved wrong, even when you call them out, it's still if and buts and souls, but this and this. It's never I was wrong and an apology and leaving you the fuck alone. That's why I'm telling you, you have to ignore these people. That's the main reason why I didn't want to give her a conversation to begin with, because people are purposely stood on misunderstanding you. They place themselves on the opposition side. Basically, I blew up not even being in my uniform. She be in her uniform and nobody checks on her. Mind you, again, she worked 2 days. Who would check on you? Like, you don't do anything. But another thing is that when I made my video talking about me traveling to 41 states, when everybody got in the comments calling her slow because she thought that you couldn't travel the United States in 6 years, she was literally quiet as a cricket. She didn't have anything to say. Like, when they get proved wrong, y'all, there's like, it's just the end of it. So why would I wake up to put myself out there for an easy race? Like, an easy race. This person can't even tell you what goes on in the military because they're barely there. And all I'm gonna say is this, is that you look real pathetic, you look really weak, you look like a bully, you look like an energy vampire, and you look exposed, you look premeditated, you look intentional. Again, just an overall sad, out of shape bully, like titties hanging to the floor, only patting your face, wigs and lashes, which I don't do. You know, this is the costume. I'm naturally beautiful. Again, I told y'all, you will be able to tell when a person literally has smoke with you versus when it's personal. Everything that she talked about against me was personal. She talked about my dad. She talked about me traveling. It was personal. She talked about my looks. It was personal. She even was in my comments going to new videos that I was posting, reporting my page, reporting my videos, and talking about, see, nobody's even commenting on your posts. But my video with over 1.4 million likes is the exact video that got you here talking shit. Like, people will see you on your high rise and will be so intentional and focused and driven to try to tear you down. Imagine somebody going overworking themselves to try to take you down. They don't want to see you get no shine, so they got to spend all their energy to try to get you seen in a different light, and then try to throw rocks and hide their hands. Once I responded, do you not know this bitch literally told me to stop harassing her? I said, I'm not responding, because that's exactly what they would do. They would try to flip it and make it look like that you were the one starting with them. And I was like, girl, I could never be obsessed with you. I'll never know your name. I'll never know your parents. I'll never know what you do for a living. I'll never know where you live. I'll never know your first and last name. You'll never be Googleable. Like, bitch, just nobodies. And it's really sickening that they will try to play that part. Once she did that, I said, oh yeah, you lost me. Like, I ain't saying nothing else to you, honey, because I never been a harasser. It never gave that. And when you come for somebody, you don't get to determine when they slide back. When you come for somebody, you don't get to determine how much they do to you. You pass that lid, be able to take it. Once I dish it out, I made my own video. If somebody blocks me, I don't even notice that they blocked me. This girl literally provoked me in my comments and was checking every minute on the clock to see if I responded to her. Then when I blocked her from all 16 of her fake pages, because she is stalking, she is creepy, she is obsessive, she is demonic, she is low vibrational. Once I did that, she then went to her page to blast me to the world. Once the world called her out, she then could still not take accountability. So I'm telling y'all, people be literally in a race by themselves. And then wanted me to get on live with her. Why would I get on live with you to make it look like that we're beefing? That's not a cute sport. And then when I looked on my page, I saw that that's what she's known for, being messy. I don't want to be your friend. Ew, get away from me. I don't want to be seen in your light. Ew, get away from me. Why would I want to go live with you? I don't want people to think we do that, because I don't. Like, ew, no, that's not me. I'm beautiful. I'm kind. I'm respectful. I uplift people. I tell the truth. It's just straight like that. I don't sugarcoat it. Like I said, people will throw rocks and hide their hands. Like, she was literally on my business page trying to attack me, reporting my pages, comments and stuff. Like, it was just ridiculous, like just going overboard. And then I said, leave me alone, and she's gonna respond, stop harassing me. Like, girl, I could never harass you. Like, you wish. I know you think that, because they be done stalked you so much that every single time, you know, you post something, they have literally made a competition with you in their head. These are girls who literally fake argue with you by themselves. They be imagining what you would say and then coming up with something, making their blood boil. And it's like, that's why I blocked them. Obsessed, stalking, creepy, a hater, leaving negative comments, reporting my page, stealing, copying, monitoring spirit. Why would you want to be on my page? And I'm not allowing you to be on there. Don't ask why you got blocked. And don't ask me why I blocked nobody. You can't sit with me. That's just simple as that. Like, I don't want to be a friend. I don't want to be a friend. But, like, you can't steal what's meant for me. People will expose who they are. Just one click. I was able to see she was a clout chaser. She was messy. She is definitely one of those. Like, I'm telling you, when a person has a total different lifestyle against you, you will realize that the only reason why they're bullying and picking to begin with is just simply because of the fact that they don't like you. It don't have nothing to do with nothing else. But let this be your motivation to keep going, keep grinding, wake up every day, set your own intentions, remain focused, remain positive. Don't let nobody convince you to take yourself out of here. I see so many videos and pictures of people taking themselves out because they get tarnished by the internet. Imagine me coming to tell you I just had a traumatic experience and you trying to tear me down some more. Like, that's just sad. Luckily, I'm strong. I'm healed to where it doesn't break me. But there are people that it does break. Remind yourself that I love you. Keep going. Remain positive. Ignore those haters. Sue all 2026. Take their asses to court. Baby, they can sit behind bars with the real bullies since they think they this and that and they want to smile. Remind yourself